Shalom, I'm Eli Kowaz, coming to you with Israel Policy Forum's 120 project, Israeli Election Update. We at Israel Policy Forum are gearing up for the 5th election in 4 years. Because let's be real, we're going to be numbering Knesset elections relative to the April 2019 election right up through the 43rd election for Israel's centennial in 2048. Let's kick things off with a recap of this week's top 3 Israeli campaign headlines. Save the date. No, not the delicious fruits grown in Israel and around the wider Middle East. I love my tamarim. I'm talking about the date for the upcoming Knesset elections. The Knesset set elections for November 1st, which was the date the outgoing Israeli government had been angling for, while the opposition was pushing for October 25th, 1 week closer to the end of the Fall Chagim, which conclude on October 18th. Now, Israelis will have 1 extra week to recover from the festivities before making any monumental, personal, political decisions. Sweet, sweet retirement. Outgoing Prime Minister Naftali Bennett announced this week that he would not be running in upcoming Knesset elections, although he will stay on through the caretaker government as alternate Prime Minister, in Hebrew, Rosh HaMemshala Chalifi. Bennett is putting his political career on hold for now. This news confirms long-standing speculation that Bennett would step back after his premiership ended, and his political partner, Ayelet Shaked, was widely seen as having wider ambitions in Israeli politics. Now, fortunately for Shaked, Bennett is handing off leadership of the Yamina party to her. But unfortunately for Shaked, given how Yamina is currently faring in pre-election polls, being appointed to serve as Yamina party head probably feels a little like getting promoted to serve as captain of the Titanic at 1 a.m. on April 15, 1912. But Shaked could also try to pursue leadership in another party like Likud, when Netanyahu eventually exits politics. Or she could even look for a place in the Likud right now. As for Bennett, the soon-to-be ex-prime minister had a past career in high-tech and can retire happily from politics. But political retirements in Israel have also proven temporary before, with people like David Ben-Gurion, Yitzhak Rabin, Shimon Peres, and even Benjamin Netanyahu keeping non-consecutive terms in fashion. Have you congratulated Yair Lapid on the other big career move in Israeli politics? Eagle-eyed LinkedIn watchers will note that Lapid was promoted to the position of Prime Minister at the State of Israel, his current employer. At the stroke of midnight, Lapid turned into a pumpkin. I mean Prime Minister. The transition had originally been set for Thursday, but after a bit of wrangling in the Knesset, was moved up to 12 a.m. Friday. Shabbat Shalom, Yair. Batzlacha. But the transition is bittersweet for Lapid, for 2 reasons. Lapid will only be a caretaker premier until a new government is formed. On top of that, the Prime Minister's residence on Balfour Street is undergoing renovations. So Israeli media reported that Lapid would live in a secure apartment nearby. Still in Jerusalem, it's not Ra'anana, but it's not Balfour. Now that we've covered the headlines, let's take a look at the polls. For more on upcoming Israeli elections, read the Cop-Law column at israelpolicyforum.org/column. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button on our website to receive our latest updates and analysis. Until next week, I'm Eli Kowaz for Israel Policy Forum, signing off. Yalla bye!